So on leg days, after you have done your mobility warm-up, which is usually about 10 minutes for me, I go straight to laying hamstring curls. Yes, I am adding a resistance band because when you lower at the eccentric part, I want slow and controlled movements. I'm not throwing it up and down. I am not allowing it to go everywhere. No, that is not how you exercise, my friends. I'm sorry. When you just throw weight and doing it incorrectly and doing poor form, you are going to lose your gains. Yes, you are, because I used to do all that garbage. Slow it down and really concentrate on the eccentric part, which means going down. Then I take the resistance band off and I do it all over. I do the exact same process, just without a resistance band. It does make it harder, but you want to control the movement, slow and controlled, and really concentrating on lowering on the lengthening position. That is your best gains. The lengthening position, yes, 100%. And I'm only using 45 pounds right now because it's not always about lifting with your ego. Stop lifting with your ego, my friends. Next, with this, I usually do 3 sets of 12 or more. Just depends on the day. Next up are your calves. Come on, friends. Do not neglect your calves. Why shouldn't you? Well, hello. They're connected to your thighs, which are part of your quads, which are part of your hamstrings, which is part of your glutes. They're one big muscle and they're all connected, so therefore you should be doing your calves. Yes, do your calf muscles. They're part of your legs. Do not neglect them. This is a standing calf raise. Make sure you are doing the entire full range of motion. What I mean by that is going all the way down, pushing up to your tippy toes, count to 3 very slowly, and Bob's your uncle. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, all the way up. It's not that hard to do your calves. Do them, please. This one right here, this is the pit shark, and it is absolutely my favorite. It should be your favorite too. Let me tell you a little secret. They have another belt for this, but honestly, I don't like it because it is too big and bulky for me because I'm smaller. And there are smaller people in the gym, so get your own chain belt. This allows you to get more center of gravity, more control, and keeping it tight into your body. What does a pit shark do? Well, a pit shark is a belt squat variation and an exercise used to target the muscles of the legs. The belt used during the pit shark, the belt centralizes the weight for the exercise and equally distributes time under tension than regular bar squats. Yeah, I stopped using barbell squats because I'd rather have most of the weight on my legs, not my entire body, just my legs. But that is a personal choice. And the way you exercise is your choice, not anybody else's. Allow your body to grow and improve and do better things. So, you choose to do what you want in your workout, not anybody else's. Make it worth your while. Do it for your body and your body only, my friends. Next up is a banded Romanian deadlift. Do not, and I mean do not, start this heavy with the resistance band or a weight. Why am I starting this heavy? Well, I've been doing it longer, so therefore, vis-a-vis, I am doing weight that is comfortable with my body and the resistance band that is comfortable with my body. Again, you train and work out for your body needs, your body movements, nobody else's. So this is a resistance band Romanian deadlift. Why am I doing it this way? Well, because I want to and I choose to. You can do it however you want. But this allows you greater mind-muscle connection, and it does make it harder. Yes, I am using a chain belt. Yes, I'm adding that chain belt around my waist because that is the center of gravity. Notice I'm in a straight line. Notice I'm pushing my hips back. I'm keeping my back straight. I'm keeping my head down. I am controlling this movement. And that is exactly what you should be doing when you are doing a Romanian deadlift. Pushing your hips back, controlling the movement, using correct form, and also controlling your core. You don't want to push it all the way out, and you want to engage it. You want to contract it. You want to keep it tight. You want to control this movement. That is another reason why I use the resistance band. And this is a great way to properly train the RDL movement. You don't have to use heavy weight. No, you don't. You can just do this with a resistance band. Yeah, you absolutely can. And then gradually increase weight. Again, I do things differently because I have been training so long. I like to change it up. I like to challenge myself. I like variety. Because that is how you grow, my friends. That is how you grow. So again, if you want to try this, start with a resistance band. And then add your weight slowly. Mind-muscle connection is key. And the hardest part of this is, people, put your damn weights away. Put them away, respect the gym, respect other people. Thank you. Yes, this is going to be a longer one, but this was the finisher for me. So this is a seated hip abduction machine. I want you to get 2 foam pads. Fold them in half again, and fold them in half again. Do it twice. You need 2 of these, and I will explain why. Yes, there is a reason why I am doing this. Do. Fold. Okay, now you're good. Get your fold. Take them with you to the hip abductor machine. Why are you going to do this? Well, this is giving you more range of motion. So you want to slip this in between your leg and the pad of the machine. This is allowing you more range of motion because you're pushing your knees in more. Then get a resistance band. Do not put it on the cable that is behind it because it will mess it up and it can ruin the machine. Make sure there is separation between the cables and everything. Safety first, my friends. Safety first. I am using the resistance band kind of as a seat belt because I want to keep my body leaning forward and I want to keep my hips pushed back. My butt throughout this entire exercise is touching the pad. I am not lifting it up. I am not rounding my back. None of that. It's just pushing your knees outward. That's all it is. That's your glutes, baby. That's part of your glutes. Okay, this is the second exercise. This is the second one. Yes, this is 2 different variations. So, the second round, put your toes on the lowest bar of the foot placement pads. Get you a yoga wheel. If you do not have a yoga wheel, get a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, well, then you're going to have to learn some stability because this forces you into the bridge, and you're keeping your core tight. You're pushing your core down, and you're engaging your hips properly. This is a lifted bridge movement, and then you're going to be pushing your knees out. The reason I'm using a yoga wheel, it keeps me balanced, it keeps me stable, and it keeps me mentally to engage my core and push my core down. It's kind of hard to balance without it, but you learn to adapt, and you can teach yourself to do it without the yoga wheel or yoga blocks or anything. Again, you've got to learn to engage the proper muscles to be doing this correctly. So I do like to use a yoga wheel, and this is another reason why I love incorporating yoga wheels into all of my exercises, or some of them. So again, my body is flat and in a straight line. My pelvis is actually neutral. Sorry, I ramble. It is neutral. It is flat. And I'm engaging my core. I'm keeping it tight. And that's exactly what you want to do, because you're training the transverse abdominal muscle when you're doing it that way. So this is a closer perspective, because I want to see what I'm actually doing. So again, I'm putting my body into a bridge position. I'm letting the yoga wheel rest on my back, so it's a neutral position. I'm keeping my transverse abdominal muscles tight. I'm pushing my core into the yoga wheel, and that's giving me stability. And that's also mind-muscle connection right there. And then I'm engaging my knees and pushing outward. Notice my toes are on the lowest bar of the placement. They're not higher up, because this is a different position. So, a lot of mind-muscle connection, a lot of core engagement, which is what you want to do. You can start light and work your way up to more weight. I personally like to do this one to failure, because this one's kind of forgiving. You can do this one a ton and it will burn, and it's great. It's glorious. But anyways, I digress. So give this one a try. Give yourself some more range of motion with the pads.